personality that walks prayer from your human spirit, because you do not have the energy to communicate enough for it to make an impression in the courts of heaven. So the prayer protocol, the prayer process is driven by the spirit of prayer. But you see, it's what you give the spirit of prayer that he works with. If all you give the spirit of prayer is your physical body, then the spirit of prayer will only be able to energize your physical body. If what you give is your mind, then that's the tool that the spirit of prayer has to orchestrate its ministry of bringing your voice before the throne of grace. In the scripture we read in the book of Hebrews chapter 5 verse 7, Jesus' body, Jesus' spirit, Jesus' soul was fully immersed in the act of prayer. Are you still with me? I don't know. There's an example I want to give, but it's not a church example. That's the problem. My first lesson is to teach us how to give your soul. How do you give your spirit? How do you allow yourself to be overtaken by the spirit of prayer? Because for many of us in this room, you have never experienced that intercourse with God where God sweeps you off and you're no longer in charge. And then he releases you from detention 3 hours later. Many of us here have never experienced that. Not because you are not powerful enough. I've heard of your stories. But the problem is, you don't know how to give yourself to the spirit of prayer. Are you here? Prayer contains the total man. I had to go reading the hymns of the 18th century. Because in the hymns of the 18th century, I found testimonies in some of the hymnals that revealed great lives of devotion in the saints that wrote these hymns. So I got one. This is what the saint wrote in his hymn. He said, "It is not enough to bend the knee and the words of prayer say. The heart must with the lips agree, or else we do not pray." There must be that point where your heart and your mouth meet in agreement, because it is possible for your heart to be saying something and your mouth to be saying something else. You see, this creature we call man is a complex entity. It has diverse parts that may seek to resonate on different frequencies. But being able to collocate the parts of this entity called man and to submit such parts to the spirit of prayer so that it can work out the protocol of bringing you before the presence of God. If you pray this kind of prayer, you will feel God's response on every part you make available to God. You will feel it on your spirit, you will feel it on your physical body, and you will feel it in your soul.